Hey everyone, Dan here. Before we get into today's video, I just wanted to mention that we've recently launched memberships to the channel. As you can tell, we've been putting out a lot of content lately, about 6 videos a week, and we're going to even amp that up further and be doing a bunch of live streams, be releasing videos in advance, and also be releasing member exclusive videos. So click the join button, check out the tiers and see if any of them appeal to you. I'd really appreciate the support. Also, this is a different format. Usually we're rolling sort of nature footage in the background of the audio. And so here, if you like the visual of me, or if you think a mix of both would be even better, comment below and let me know what you think of this format. All right, so today's 28th verse of the Tao. Understand the thrust of the yang, but be more like the yin in your being. Be like a valley that parts to its stream. Be like a stream for the earth, and channel it so it flows to the sea. Be newborn, be free of yourself, be humble, be earthy, be a valley for the whole world. Be a channel for the energies here. Weave them in a true and practical way so they can link up with the way and become one again. Oneness generates everything. When the sage rules in the light of it, he rules everything. A wise man never tries to break up the whole. This is an interesting verse in the sense of it's very out front in saying, be these things and be this way, where a lot of other verses in the Tao are more in the vein of let go of these things, stop pursuing that, or stop trying to be that way, let go of the outcome of things. And this is interesting in the sense of it's clearly a different approach than that, and in many ways could be seen as contradictory. But let's unpack it from the top and sort of see what it's saying to us. Understand the thrust of the yang, but be more like the yin in your being. So the yang, if you're not familiar, is this, I guess, in simple terms, modern terms, it's the light, it's the energetic, it's the fun, it's the positive, we could say it that way. But be more like the yin in your being. So this is saying be more like the negative, the low, the dark. And I don't think that Lao Tzu is actually saying here, don't be happy and fun and energetic, be negative and dark. I think what he's saying is you need to blend these things into one, and what you call that one is you. That is your experience. That is what you're here doing, having your own very unique, very particular experience that will only occur in this moment in time as yourself. And so you can't be completely overburdened on one end of the spectrum, and you can't be overburdened on the other end either. You want to bring them together, and that's what the remainder of this verse is about. Blend these things together, take them back to one, and that one is you. Now, the other thing to note is it opens up by saying there's a thrust of the yang. And so to not let yourself sort of ignore or run away from the yin because of that. And as you know, negative things have a thrust as well, but there's more of a receding into that yin versus the yang that can seem very sort of boastful and energetic and can sort of hit you like a ton of bricks in a good way. And so in this way, you need to keep a balance of both. And it's similar to a lot of the other verses that talk about treating everyone like straw dogs, or anything that's sort of like focus on the middle, like yield to the center. This is another way of saying that. Be like a valley that parts to its stream. So again, the valley is one, but it's parting, right? It's in its duality, it's forming a one. It's forming two sides that create one valley. And in that valley, you're allowing a flow. And so in this way, this is getting back to flow. Be like a stream for the earth and channel it so it flows to the sea. This is the idea of Ram Dass maybe saying, we're all here walking each other home. And we use this metaphor a lot of rain or a stream or something returning to the ocean from where it came. and going back to its source. And in this way, it's maybe one of the most obvious ways to try to exemplify this continuous mention of the source and returning to the source that we see in the Tao. Be a channel for the energies here, weave them in a true and practical way so they can link up with the way and become one again. So again, this is follow the natural flow. Don't intentionally shove it one way or push it the other way, but let it flow. These two things are naturally going to combine into the one. These are going to happen and create that one. Okay, so the yin and the yang, it is all in you, and don't push either of them aside. Flow with them. Oneness generates everything. When the sage rules in the light of it, he rules everything. A wise man never tries to break up the whole. So again, don't try to discard that part of you that you think is, well, it shouldn't be a part of you, I guess is a way to think of it. If you follow a natural flow and you sort of veer away from that, much like a stream will take, the easiest path downhill. If you are doing things that way, there will be things that naturally fall off, but it's the naturally falling off that's the key. You didn't make an intentional decision to stop doing a particular thing and do it to the end of making sure that you rid yourself of that thing. And in that way, you can learn to be even more with the flow and the one that is you and is made up of these multitude of things.